Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back to my spiritual experience with your host, Brother Sadiqullah. Today, I want to share a quick thought or two. Today is Happy Turkey Day, Happy Thanksgiving to a lot of America, and so I'll say that. Um, but what I really want to talk about is us, as I always talk about, and us reaching our highest potential and how we do that, right? I talk about that a lot, and sometimes I wonder if I give enough information as to or insights as to how you could possibly do that versus just talking about it. I mean, it's a theory, it's a thought, and I think it's something that is pretty clear and obvious when you think about it. Like, what is life on the planet for? All the plants and trees, everything reaches heights and blooms to their best and creates flowers and fruits and food and different things for us just by being the best of itself, right? Reaching its highest potential. And so I think it's a given that that's why humans are here, that is our, purpose for being on the planet. And so with that being a given for me, I often think about the things that we talk about or or like spirituality may talk about, right? Or spiritual people may talk about. So one of the things is about like being. So one of the phrases, I'm not going to say it word for word, is about entering the kingdom, right? Entering the kingdom and having to have a heart similar to that of a child, right? And so if you have that heart of a child, I imagine there is some uh, qualities and characters and characteristics that would be related to that. And so that was what happened today. I was pondering and thinking about, I was meditating or whatever on the idea of that. And I think I have a cure and a move for people to make if they so desire. But I think it's a really good form of meditation. It's a meditation that I did today, and it was very, very helpful. I think it could be very helpful for other people. And so one of the things about me is that everything that I learn and everything that I do and everything that I intake that I think is helpful for me, I always want to share it with people. That is, I think, kind of the nature of most people who care about, life and other people in the world, et cetera, et cetera. But the idea of, returning to your 5-year-old self, right? That's what we're talking about here, right? So I thought about it, and I thought about how healing that could be, right? I went through the process of meditating and experiencing it. And, some people, I imagine, if you do this is what I did. This is what I think. This is what I'm suggesting, right? I'm suggesting that you, as an individual who may watch this today, uh, find some quiet space, right? Maybe later tonight, even just find some quiet space and think about, who you were when you were 4 years old, when you were 5 years old, your earliest memories of being a conscious person, right? Your earliest memories of being a conscious person and the happiest times being, your earliest times of being a happy conscious person. That's what I'm talking about. Like, so times when you were out playing and everybody was out and the sun was out and it was a nice day. And, everybody was having fun. Everybody was laughing and running. And, we just, enjoying everybody's happiness. And, we wished everybody could have everything so nobody was sad about what they didn't get. And, we hated to see somebody on the sideline sitting down sad when everybody else is running around happy. And we had this level of compassion and just joy and, happy to see everybody else happy. You know what I mean? We had a different mindset. And I think if we can take ourselves back there, in our memory, just try and remember when you were 4 or 5, or that time when life was not as serious as it is. When you were a kid, your youngest days. You know, if you sit with that, that youthful age, that youthful, happy, carefree, light, bountiful ball of love and energy, who just wanted everybody to win and everybody to be happy and every day to be sunny and everybody to be running around playing and having fun and no responsibilities and just everything is good. That's really where we're supposed to be moving from. I believe. I believe that's what they're talking about when they talk about getting back to that level of consciousness, that level of self-expression, that level of living and being. It's a great idea. It's a great idea to wish everybody, to win. We hate it to see somebody sitting on the side and sad and something wrong. And we go over and try to pat them on the back and say, come on, man, what's wrong? What's going on? And, we help them out and try to get them back happy and let's go play and let's go finish having fun and be light and run and have fun and play and have, yeah. So I think that's a great meditation. And when I did it, I just thought about the whole world being 5-year-old. I did. I mean, I just thought about all of the adults, everybody being 5, and us just playing, and us just having fun, and us just caring about each other at that level. When you 5, you care about everybody. You want everybody to win. And so I think that's a great form of meditation. And so I did it, and I think it had a great experience. For me, it was a great experience. And so I wanted to share it because I think it's something we can all do. We've all been 4, we've all been 5, and we can all utilize our memory to remember the lightness of life at that point and how open we were and how connected we all felt, right? How connected it all felt and how beautiful and light life was, right? So yeah, I think that's a great meditation. I thought about everybody in the world all of the adults being 5 years old. And, us all just running around playing and trying to help each other win at whatever it is we think we're here to do, right? You know what I'm saying? So it was great. I think it was a very good experience, and I think you should all attempt to have it. Now, what I will say is that I saw how if someone does this, what it'll do is it'll help you to remove a lot of the things so it might cause you to cry. Right? It may make you cry. It may make you very sad to realize that this is once who you were and now who you are, and some of the things that you've done and some of the things that you've been through and some of the things that has happened to you. It may make you cry, but it's a healthy cry, right? It's a healthy cry because what we're doing ultimately by doing that, by remembering that 5-year-old self, is clearing off the things that are unhealthy for us, that are hindering our development, that are hindering our expression, they are hindering our growth. And when these things come up in that type of a meditation, they are supposed to come up. Now, it takes a certain level of bravery and wisdom to recognize that this is a good thing and not something that is negative. It may cause an emotional, upheaval, but that's life. If you want to clear out the shit that you got to clear out in order to get to the best version of yourself, which is that 5-year-old who loves everyone and has this bright future, then you have to begin to allow these things to be cleared and removed from your consciousness, from your interior self, because they are limiting who you are and who you can be and your level of expression. And so this is the message for the day, right? This is a thing that we can all do. We can all imagine ourselves being a happy-go-lucky, round head, happy head, playing 5-year-old who was careless and carefree and just wanted everybody to be smiling and everybody to come join them in the thing that they were having fun doing. And we all wanted everybody to be involved. And that is a wonderful place to be, because ultimately our human species is really just that anyway. We're just these 5-year-olds with all of these layers of chaos and worldly responsibility that make us have to be other than this 5-year-old who has this open heart and this confidence of the goodness of life, right? We had a confidence in the goodness of life. We had a confidence in the mystery of what we did not yet, right? We knew something good was coming in everything that we didn't understand, right? We knew more was there to be had, right? And so, over the years, we've allowed life to bog us down, and a lot of us don't have any mystery left. We don't have any fantasy, any imagination. And these are the things that actually lead us forward. Our imagination about what could be better, what could be changed, what you could do more, I think we're here to express life in its highest forms, and that our individual selves have to harness our individual gifts, powers, insights, and connections to master that self, to bring about the best version of that self. Yeah, because if you understand and you realize that you have a voice, you know, you're alive, there are other beings in existence like plants and animals, right? They have existence, they have consciousness. You can see, you know, a dog get happy. You can see a cat enjoying themselves, playing with the toy. You can see them having experiences of pleasure. But in the sense of one of the highest representations of that energy of being, that comes in humanity. That is us. We have the idea to imagine a thing and bring it into existence from a place that is truly from a spiritual realm. We might not look at it as such. Your imagination is definitely a spiritual realm. The dream realm is considered, in my opinion, a spiritual realm. All of these things have effect on your consciousness and the way that you see and believe and think and affect the world. What science is calling the matrix, the divine matrix, the ethers, these are all the same thing. And our attention, our intention, our focus, our voice, our influence over that ether is powerful. And the more that we learn about it, the more we can affect it. And so I think that is what, you know, a lot of the spiritual teachers teach, is that our consciousness, our mind, our imagination are extremely influential in this reality. And the more that we pay attention to how we are thinking, we can begin to see in our own lives how our thinking is affecting the outcome of our lives. That is what I believe is self-mastery, right? Self-mastery. This ain't about what other people think of you or believe of you. This is about what you believe of yourself. And so, you know, how is this related to Thanksgiving? Well, I'm thankful for a whole lot of things, right? Even for the bad things that have happened in my life, because they've molded me to perceive the world a certain way. And it's given me the opportunity to bring forth different qualities and characteristics of myself, my soul, and my spirit in response to the things that happened to me or for me in this world, right? It's all a matter of perception. And so for me, it's about holding the highest perception, right? My whole vision and version of myself is that I'm like a sun, and the rays that I give off are intended to enlighten and uplift and bring love and goodness and inspiration to everybody who I meet. And so from a cellular level, from a molecular level, from a quantum level, that is the expression that I intend to, you know, express into this world, right? To represent into this world. And so by doing that, even in just in meditation, ultimately holding that perception, holding that perspective about self will bring that about. And so what you believe about yourself is way more important than what other people believe. You know, you can convince somebody that you are this or you are that, but if you don't believe you are this or you are that yourself, then ultimately the power of their belief in you will fade. So what has to sustain you and move you forward is your belief in yourself. And so the matrix, we got to talk about it just for a quick minute, is designed to keep your attention focused outside of yourself on things that are entertaining, that are fun loving, that are fulfilling in the sense of how they taste and how they look, and you know, all of the senses that you have that attract you to things that are outside of this world. If you are continually attracted and distracted by the things that are outside of yourself, it's very hard for you to spend energy and attention and time focusing on the things inside of yourself that you need to remove, that you need to change, that you need to correct, that you need to realign in order to become the best version of yourself. And so that 5-year-old self, that flawless little child who full of love and light, who ain't got nothing but a bright future in front of them, who believes in the miracles and the magic of what has not yet happened, and all that they can know and come into, and all that they can learn and believe and become, is still there. It's still there. So with that being true, I think you should do, you know, it's up to you. You can keep it moving, watch the game, whatever society says you do on this day, eat you some turkey, some ham hocks, chitlins, whatever you're going to do. But ultimately, your being is spiritual. And so the work that you need to do, that frustration, that unfulfilled part of yourself, that calling that you have inside, it is spiritual. And so there is nothing outside of you that will feed that. There is no way to get it corrected until you go and do that work that says, let me remember my 5-year-old self. And when you do that quietly, you'll remember, you'll start to encounter all the things in your life that you need to remove, all the things that have caused you to be sad that other people have done to you, and things that you've done to other people in relation to who you've become in relation to this world. So I got to go. I got to go see people. I got people who I love and people who love me, and we're gonna play some Scrabble and have some family time and enjoy this day. And people having time off work, and this is my work, so I felt the need to do it, and I felt like, hey, this is a day to catch them because nobody's really working today. So hopefully I caught some people, and we got some things to get done, and we can all connect. And oh yeah, never, 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 never ever forget. I gotta always remind you, we are meeting on December 13th at the Monroe County Public Library in the auditorium from 11 a.m. until 2 p.m. There is going to be a speakers event, and there will be several speakers, and we'll have an open mic for other people who are desiring to speak about our purpose, our time, the times that we're living in, and how we can come together to unify and build and support each other in our dreams, our visions, our goals, our hopes for our future. So I won't keep you. This is Thanksgiving. Salutations to all of you who are celebrating. And yeah, I don't want to negate anyone's celebration by bringing up the history of this this country in relation to this holiday. So salutations all. Thanksgiving is here, and today is that day. So I'm not going to be a rough rider about that. But all roads lead to spirit. Be there for the God Body meeting on the 13th, and I will see you then. It is a Saturday, and it is, like I said, from 11 until 2. The God Body Society is meeting at the Monroe County Public Library. Also, I do need to remind you that the My Spiritual Experience show from my Facebook page, my Facebook channel, is airing now on the BCAT local public access channel for Bloomington, Indiana at 8 p.m. on Monday. Monday, 8 p.m., My Spiritual Experience is airing on BCAT. And I just wanted to remind you guys of that. Please look at this video. Please share it. Please subscribe to the channel. Let people know that there is a spiritual beacon and light out in the world. It's me, and I'm bringing other people together. We're called the God Body Society, and we came to shake the matrix and help to bring in the kingdom. So if you're involved or interested in getting connected to something like that, be at that meeting on the 13th. And until that time, I will see you next time. As I say always, all roads lead to spirit.